Hello, everybody. This should be a relatively short lesson because it builds on what we did in the previous lesson. Just add in here, this is multiple choice. But I can write the equation of a line through a point using y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. It's the same lesson that we just did. It's just going to add that there's multiple choice in. Doesn't make it any harder. It's mainly just a practice day. So let's watch our videos first. You need to know that, let me type this stuff out. You need to know that parallel lines have the same slope. You need to know that perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. Negative reciprocal, flip it and negate it. So we have our song for that, for parallel lines and perpendicular lines. And then we have our song for the actual point slope formula. So let's hear those. Let's start with parallel has the same slope.
Parallel has the same slope. Perpendicular tone. Perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. Negative reciprocal slopes. Lifted and negated. Negative reciprocal slopes.
And then, once you know that,
Y minus Y1 equals M. X minus X1 might have to distribute. And I isolate Y. Y minus Y1 equals M. X minus X1 might have to distribute. And I isolate Y.
yeah. So, let's jump right into it. What is the equation of a line that passes through the point -3, -11, and is parallel to? Well, parallel has the same slope. So it has the same slope as this. Now that is not in the proper form right now, so we need to get it into the proper form. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. It gives me negative y, don't lose that negative, equals negative 2x plus 4. To get rid of the negative in front of the y, we divide by -1, and I get 2x minus 4. So the slope of this line is 2. So my parallel line, since it has the same slope, must also be 2. x1, y1. x1 is -3. y1 is -11. And I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker. You should have gone through the point slope equation of a line through a point lesson before this one. So, make sure you stay in order. Y minus y1 equals m. X minus x1. So I'm going to substitute my values in. Remember, the minus means change the sign. Change the sign of x1. Change the sign of y1. So it'll become y plus 11 equals mx plus 3. Now, do I see that there? No, these are not in point slope form, they're in slope intercept form. So might have to distribute, and I isolate y. Since this was not in the proper form, to get it into the proper form, I have to distribute and isolate y. Y equals 2x minus 5, y equals 2x minus 5. I'm done. I really don't want to go through much of this with you. Today is supposed to be practice on your own. Um, let's just go through number 8. What is an equation of a line that passes through 6, 9? It wants the equation of a line passing through a point. Y minus y1 equals m. X minus x1. So that's x1, y1. It's perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. So it's not in the proper form right now, so we need to get it into the proper form. Subtract 4x, subtract 4x. Divide by negative 6. Negative 4 over negative 6 reduces to positive 2/3. 15 over negative 6, 15 over 6 is 5 over 2. So the slope of this line is 2/3. So the slope of my perpendicular line is the negative reciprocal of that, which is negative 3/2. X1, Y1 is 6 and 9. Substitute into point slope formula. Remember that minus means change the sign. So it's y minus 9 equals negative 3/2 x minus 6. I'm looking at the choices. They're in point slope form, so there would be no reason to distribute and isolate y. Make sure you look at it carefully. Choice 1 is the answer. That's it. Today's lesson is really about you practicing. So that's what you're going to do. I wanted to go through an example of parallel, an example of perpendicular, and I want you to see that sometimes the answers are in point slope form, and sometimes they are in slope intercept form. If they're in slope intercept form, you're going to have to distribute and isolate y. If they're in point slope form, then you're not. That's it. Practice, practice, practice. You will be quizzed on this at the end, and I hope everyone has a great day and a productive period.